Thank you for turning to page 121. Today we're going to jump into the Fiend Folio and look at another scary monster for this time of year. And that is the Guardian Demon. D-A-E-M-O-N. I know it can also be pronounced Daemon. We always used to call it Daemon, but since we've gotten older and I played Warhammer and D-A-E-M-O-N is pronounced Demon in that game, I just kind of got in the habit of saying Guardian Demon. So however you care to say it. So Guardian Demon, number appearing 1 to 3, armor class 1, 8 hit dice, 3 attacks, 1 to 6, 1 to 12, 1 to 12, special attacks see below, special defenses see below, magic resistance see below. They are very intelligent. Their alignment is neutral, which is interesting because if they are daemons, they should at least be neutral evil. And they are large. The size is variable. These demons vary in size and form. Examples encountered have resembled Type 2 or Type 4 demons. Large bears and wild cats. They are summoned by evil high priests to guard treasure, and though their movement for melee purposes is only 9 inches, they are constrained never to leave the treasure they guard unless released by the summoner. Despite their variation in size and form, they always exhibit certain characteristics in common. A. Immunity to charm, hold, sleep, polymorph, and fear. B. Immunity to non-magical weapons and to magical weapons with a bonus of less than +2, so +1 or lower. C. Ability to speak and understand all languages, that's really good. D. Ability to breathe fire in a cone 30 foot long with a 10-foot base diameter, inflicting 5 to 30 points of damage. Saving throw for half damage. In melee, the demon attacks with a bite for 1 to 6 points of damage and 2 claws, inflicting 1 to 12 points each, since they're unable to use their fire breath on a target within 10 feet. The nature of this summoning, usually 80%, leaves them invulnerable to one other particular form of attack, fire, swords, etc., in addition to those specified above. The sword immunity is devastating. I have used that and really enjoyed the effects of the players going up with their swords and the best tanks in the group not being able to do much of anything. Guardian demons have no treasure of their own on the prime material plane. They may well have their own treasure in their natural home, and will always be guarding the treasure of their summoner. So treasure must be determined by reference to the summoner. In that treasure, there will usually be at least one clerical scroll and or magical device of clerical nature. That makes sense. They're summoned to guard something. I let magic users also summon these things to act as guards. So the idea of a guardian demon with MU stuff in his treasure chest or both, there's no problem with that. I have used these as not the big bad evil guy, of course, but as a big encounter toward the end of the night. These can be a good brawl for a group of around 5th, 6th level characters. One of these is going to be tough, particularly if you make it immune to swords, the most common weapon at most tables, at least at my table. The idea of this creature not being hurt at all by swords is pretty good. And then when the players have to resort to their other weapons, a lot of times those weapons are only +1 or better, if any magic at all. So you could end up with a real problem of how to injure the Guardian Demon. This creature always reminded me of some of the monsters from various Conan stories by Robert E. Howard. This one in particular always reminded me of the Guardian Demon in Treasure of Trenikos. One of the best Conan stories in my opinion, a great adaptation of Marvel Comics for Savage Sword of Conan in the very late 70s. I recommend it if you can get your hands on it. It's a really good 2-part story and a really fearsome Guardian Demon depicted in that one. But I really like these things. They're immune to the charm, sleep, hold, polymorph, and fear, which is really good. +2 or better weapon to hit. They can speak all languages, so they can talk to you. And the fire breath. I just like these creatures as something where the players go into a room and there's the chest and they get up to the chest and the Guardian Demon materializes and says, "None shall pass," and the fight is on. It's a really good way to use the Guardian Demon, and as I said, you can have him be immune to swords. In the group I did that with, the group actually retreated from the Guardian Demon until they could figure out what the heck they were going to do about the thing. They thought erroneously that it was immune to fire, so they were thought they were unable to use fireballs and such. They did end up leading with a lightning bolt, and then a couple of the players had +2 weapons other than swords. There was a +2 horseman's mace, and I think it was a +2 dagger. And dagger is not a sword. I know Arguably, it's in the same family, and I'm not disagreeing with that, but it's not a sword. So I did allow that to go forward. After they'd weakened it a little bit with some magic, they went in and meleeed it and did quite a bit of damage and took it out. The problem was they also destroyed the treasure while they were doing that. And there was a lightning bolt in there as well. You're going to end up with a problem with the treasure that the thing's guarding, not being able to survive it. And in this case, it did not. I've done others where they've had similar attacks, but I had the chest itself survive the attack, and then they got the treasure within. So it can be fun either way. It really depends on what you're trying to accomplish with the encounter. Are you trying to find a way to advance your story, so they find something in the chest that moves your story along? Is it time to give out a couple of magic items because the party's been struggling a little bit and you need to give out a few items? Or is it time to reward the party a little bit after a really good fight? Those are all things to consider when putting a guardian demon in. But there you have it, another scary creature for the scary time of year. Let me know what you think if you use the guardian demon, and if so, what kind of luck you've had with it. Also, please leave your comments below, any suggestions for any future videos. I always look at them. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Tell your friends. Take a look at the Patreon, see if you can help me out there to keep the channel growing. But that's all I've got today on page 121. I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.